Thank you for joining us for our New Testament challenge. Today we're on Matthew chapter 10. And to me, this is a very pivotal chapter because Jesus has called the 12. They've been with him. They've heard incredible content, the Sermon on the Mount. They've seen him do miracles, but now there's a turning point. Jesus says he gives authority to these apostles. And then it says in verse 5, Jesus sent out the 12 apostles with these instructions. And if you read and you studied so far, hopefully if you've read those instructions, they're now going to go from being observers to being doers. They've been seeing Jesus do miracles. Now they're going to be the ones doing the miracles. They've heard Jesus proclaiming the kingdom. Now they're proclaiming the kingdom. And it is a pivotal time in the disciples' life where no longer are they sitting and learning. They're active and they're doing. Sometimes we can wrongly think that the key to Christianity is just obtaining more and more content. And content is important. The Bible is incredible in what it teaches us, but it's not enough to learn. God calls us to put into practice what he's told us to do. James even warns that if we are just a hearer of the word and not a doer, we deceive ourselves. And there's no worse deception than self-deception. And I love this point. Now the disciples aren't listeners, they're doers. So, hey, I would challenge you. What is it that God has called you to do? What have you been putting off? Maybe wanting to read one more book, get one more instruction, but God's saying it's time to go and do. He's called you. If you're a believer, then you have the Holy Spirit within you to energize you, to empower you, and you have the ability to know and do his will. So today, think about, God, what can I do to move and be a doer?